During the start of World War II, it's easy sometimes to forget how close and how real the chance of invasion from Nazi Germany was. But with the fall of France in July 1940, the Channel would become the only thing that separated Britain from the Nazi war machine. So, looking across the English countryside now, reminders still survive of how serious this threat was taken, which would mainly take the shape of pillboxes, mostly now subject to relics of the past. But with that, sometimes interesting and almost borderline ludicrous suggestions were put forward to make our island even more defendable, with one such idea having been managed to see production, namely the Bison mobile pillbox. If you have visited pillboxes or even seen images, it's hard to imagine what or even why you would create a mobile version. Well, this on paper didn't actually sound that crazy, because to have some form of mobile defence wasn't actually a bad idea. Where tanks could mostly do the offensive groundwork, maybe having some form of defence that could easily move around seemed at least practical for the time. So the owners, John Goldwell Ambrose and Charles Bernard Matthews of Concrete Limited, a company based in Stoughton Works near Leeds, both former Royal Engineers, decided that what if you place a pillbox on a moving vehicle? It would be Matthews who would come up with the idea and gave it the name Bison from the company logo. The idea was simple. In effect, basically strip an old chassis from an old 4-wheeled or 6-wheeled truck and stick a prefab pillbox on top, noting the stronger chassis the better due to the obvious excessive weight load. It's important to stress, although technically not true, due to all Bisons being not necessarily made the same, Bison models are placed into 3 different types. Type 1 was the lightest. It had a fully armoured cab and a small armoured fighting compartment roofed with canvas. Type 2 had an armoured cabbed roof with canvas and a separate fully enclosed fighting compartment resembling a small pillbox on the back, with an obvious disconnect, meaning communication between the driver and crew could be difficult. Type 3 was the largest and heaviest. It had a contiguous cabin and fighting compartment completely enclosed in concrete armour. Operated by the Home Guard, personnel size would vary as well as armament, with the main role to mainly be used to defend airfields. It was noted that around 200 were made, although not verified. Slow and prone to breaking down, their effectiveness was always in doubt. Now left as a formal reminder of our defence of World War II's past, hopefully with a video like this, the Bison mobile pillbox will never be forgotten.